Welcome to another episode of the APL Spotlight series. We have amazing guests from the main show, Angels, Positivity, and Love, and we do a deeper dive with them. They're just our favorite guests. I mean, every guest is favorite. We've been doing, I think we've got 280 shows taped in 2025. We're
Oh,
only at about 158 shows aired, and we're booked all the way to 2026. We're shifting to two shows a week in 2025 instead of three, which means instead of being booked to February of 2026, we're booked to August of 2026. Look, who cares? It's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We have a very special guest coming to us from Hawaii. Aloha, Jacob Nelson. Great to have you back on.
oh, thank you. Aloha. Yeah. Just as you're speaking, I did this as like I got a flicker, like yeah, they're reminding us, hey, we're still here. You know, we're always here.
Well, we better tell the
Uh,
guests what just happened. We taped for like almost an hour and we did not record. And it was kind of on purpose in a way, I think. We had so many experiences going on. I'm going to let Jacob handle the details, but I'm also going to put up an angel for him to take a look at. We were doing a lot of interactive stuff. The screens were going nuts. It was very
yeah.
special. We're going to try to share all of that in a shorter, abbreviated version, 22 minutes. Let me mention Jacob's background, though. Right now, he's in Hawaii. He was in Tokyo. By day, he's a writer, digital designer, developer, award-winning marketer, and so on, author of a book. More is coming from him in the future, but he's hyper connected. He's the opposite of most folks I've met in the last 13 years. And that is one mission here when he's not helping others is simply to be grounded. And that is it. He's got so much connection to the universe. He has to stay grounded. So I'm going to say aloha, Jacob. Great to see you again.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I like to say everything happens for a reason, right? I mean, there are no mistakes. You can say, "Oh, we forgot to do that," or did you? Or did you? Whatever the reason is, you know, it'll be known later. You don't have to know now because, when you're in a state of love, there are no mistakes, only shortcuts. So you will always end up where you need to go when you're in that state. And that feeling of love was something that we were talking about. That was what everybody was trying to say. All the angels were saying in their own words, in their own ways, through a metaphor, or Geronimo was taking me out on the horse, and then he took me off the horse and said, yeah, I know you were in flow on the horse, but when you get off, you may think, but now I'm not in flow. It's like, then he put my hand into the air and this gust of wind came and I held it there and he goes, no, don't resist that flow. That's a flow too, and let it go. So and that flow, that love state was spoken by so many other angels, was it joy and men, and they were, I think it was men who put the lay over me, um uh and saying that I was laid, and then I was holding her hand, and then she let go, and I was like, "Why are you letting go of my hand? I thought you were walking with me." And then she's like, "No, no, no. You, and to understand that you can feel the same amount of love alone without me, like next to you, seeing me next to you, because I am always with you." And I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Look at the lay. That it's like I'm with you. You see, I'm showing you that I'm always with you." And so this, yeah, Christmas season, the Christmas joy, what a beautiful time to, really let yourself embrace and surrender to the love around you.
What's joy have as a reminder for us all?
To love yourself deeply, deeply, that you are not broken, that you are not broken. And what you think is broken is just a negative belief that you have. It is not the real you. That is not you. That is something you're experiencing, but that is not you. You are love.
Ooh,
You are
feel what you feel, don't judge, and you get to decide where you put yourself. I love that.
beautiful.
Charlotte, here's Charlotte. She's everybody's favorite school teacher from third grade, not Mrs. Johansson, the one who got you in trouble.
It's funny, you know. She had it. She's holding, like, the this this the this the old teaching sticks, but the teaching stick was like this, almost like a flowery, beautiful. It wasn't like a hard stick. It was like, and almost as if she had, it's like it was her wand. It's not like she's, trying to, like hit you over the head with it, She has this like she's like, yes, I teach, and but it's a loving sort of interaction here.
Okay, I'm going to put up all three, Joy, Charlotte, and Min.
Oh,
And
those are oh, love those
yeah,
three.
and if you can
They're great.
hear and what you're allowed to share, you're going to get a lot of compliments. You don't have to share all those. But you've done a lot of not learning, but expansion since you left
Mm,
Tokyo to get to Hawaii. You've got to go to the West Coast for a while for family reasons that are a lot, but you're
yeah.
a champion at handling it. You'll be back in Hawaii soon. What expansion growth can you publicly share that you've been put through that also translates to everyone else can appreciate it?
Yes. When I yeah, they're showing me about the expansion of the difficulty of taking off what you think you are, not what you truly are. And it was like there were like these clothes, like these like things that are on you that are weighing you down feel like they're glued to you. And when you like a band-aid, you try to peel it off and you go, "Oh, that hurts. Maybe I don't peel it off." Yeah. And then and it's like but it was like to like to understand that as you're peeling this off, this is an act of love that you're doing to yourself, not something that you're not hurting yourself. It's an act of love to take off that bandage, to take it off, to release yourself, and not see it as pain, but to see it as a almost as if it was like that was your learning and experience that you were attached to. But that's an old, it was like, but those are old clothes. Like you had the clothes on and now they're worn and they're still glued. Those are your old clothes. You had the experience, but don't cling to it, detach from it, take them off. And yes, they've been on a long time, so they're kind of stuck. But to take it off and to love yourself so much that you allow yourself to remove those clothes, and that's something that you truly, truly desire. It's just that you think you don't because it hurts when you're taking it off. And
Ego wants to get stuck and perceive tasks, roles, caregiver to divorcee to victim of this or victim of that. And it's not that it didn't happen. Feel what you feel. Don't judge. But at some point, your heart is shiny, infinite, connected to all there is. And when you're more connected, you get sparkly. You can be happy for now without a single reason, right?
yeah, good. I was thinking something, and you said something that I just totally matched. You said the sparkly because like they're still sending me things.
You can be happy now in this very moment without a single reason. What say you, Jacob Nelson in Hawaii, with Joy and Charlotte weighing in? And if you don't mind catching pink snowflakes all around you, a lot of Christmas joy, cinnamon in the air, and maybe even a beautiful hand touch on the shoulder, small of your back to say, I love you.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. These Joy, Charlotte, man, they're really just so sweet. They're beautiful. Oh yeah, you mentioning the snow, you know, um, and they were reminding me of they're all kind of they reminded me of that snow, and I was in there and I was like, you know, how it was like we see the snow as better than the rain. It was like, and they're like they said like, why do you dance in the snow and not the rain? And I was like, that's a good question. I know they're like, exactly, dance in the rain. It was like, you know, don't like it's like, you know, learn to life lots of things happen in life and you don't have to wait for it to snow to dance. Wait, you can dance in the rain as well. And it's just, don't have to see it that way. Have that perspective. And maybe this is the time, when if there's snow where you are and it starts to snow, then think about that. Maybe see yourself dancing and understand that you can also dance wherever you are. You don't have to wait to dance. You don't have to wait for a certain moment for anything. The moment is now.
Okay, and I've got a couple more angels coming your way. First, Lucy and then Archangel Gabriel. Lucy's patience. What are you getting from her?
Ah, yeah. Saying, don't think you're not patient, you are patient. Thinking that you're not patient is stopping you from being patient. It was like, don't block what you already are. You already have it. You already have the patience. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink that. It's like, don't make that a task.
Hmm.
Don't make the patience something that you have to try to do. To breathe, be in the moment, allow yourself to be here and now. And that is that state of now that
Jacob, I'm going to put up three angels for you. Let one of them or all three of them engage you. One's Archangel Gabriel. The other's Heather. She makes hearts in her photos. She's compassion. And then Dale, he's coached a famous Olympic athlete in the 70s, 80s who won a lot of golds, but that's not important right now. He's really actually
oh,
down to earth.
this
And
is so funny.
what
This
are you
is
getting
so
from all
funny.
three?
That's so funny because it's like they're not saying what they already said. They're just evolving what they've already said in different ways now. Because before, Dale, the coach, he was showing me because I'm on this journey now. I came to Hawaii from Tokyo, and then now I have to go back and take care of the family in Seattle. Then I'm coming back to Hawaii, and he showed me that as because I thought when I came to Hawaii, I was like, oh, here's my big new start. I'm gonna be playing in the big games, and I'm gonna be doing it. And I finished my book. I'm ready to go. And he said, no, when you came here, you signed the contract to get on the team, to do your thing. And then when you go to Seattle, that's when you're actually training to come back and play the game, and you come back to Hawaii. And so now when I saw it this time, he was I was on the field playing the game and it wasn't football, they were hearts. He's like throwing hearts back on the field, back and forth. And he was like it was like he goes and he goes it's like the hearts that I was were throwing were the hearts that I created in Seattle. It's like you created like the training like the training was like creating these hearts or creating what I need to bring back to Hawaii to play.
Hmm.
It was like I was expanding that. I was like building and evolving that compassion, that love, that heart to play the game of love over here, back over here.
And again, for the audience,
Wow.
we taped an hour of interacting with angels. We had all sorts of technical difficulties. We had scrambling on the screen. Jacob was getting a lot of direct stuff, getting direct experiences. And then we realized we don't have that. But angels are adding to the experiences and adding to the kind of the dialogue, monologue, whatever, that you're now getting a glimpse of. Here are four
Yeah.
archangels: Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. Catch something from any or all of them. And again,
The
a Merry
one,
Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year's.
there's a trio, the one right in the middle of that compact trio. That's the one that's coming through, but
The tall
I'm
one
getting
is
lots of messages.
the tall one here is Raphael, and next to him on the end is Michael, and Gabriel's on the other side, and then Uriel is right there. And your screen flashed again. Good. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel.
Oh, they're all they're all sort of in unison here about this time, and they mentioned something about teams. They're saying something about teams and saying like yes, you have your spiritual angelic team, and they said don't think of it as a limited team. They said don't think of it as, oh, this is my set of five or a set of six. He says, no. He says, your team is unlimited. We can be in there too. Don't think if it's like, don't think like, oh, I don't have that angel on my team. He says, no, everybody's on your team. All of heaven is rooting for you. Don't think that it's just a few beings out there. They're like, all of heaven, God, everything is rooting for you. They're in the stands.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to appreciate any of this, one has to slow down a little, get out of the brain, and pay attention more from the heart. Here's Mac. Don't call her Mackenzie. She's everything plants, animals, and nature. What's Mac have to say as a reminder for us all this holiday season?
Yeah, she, I got thrown onto this big, huge, as if like a monstrous, like beautiful, huge flower. Or either I was small or the flower was big. I don't know the difference, but I was on it, and she said, "Relax." She said, "Take it easy. You don't have to go so fast. You know, embrace these magical times that you're going through, this transition, everything that's happening. Whether you think it's a struggle or not, take it slow, breathe, and get into your heart. You don't have to rush through it and overthink. Don't get caught up in that in your thoughts." And it was like laying down on that flower was like, see, you just, relax, you don't have to push it, because it'll come naturally. Your divine self in that state of love, it'll come naturally, it'll flow. You don't have to push something. And it was like, just, roll around on that flower, you don't have to try to do it, don't try, be.
We'll do four more angels and start to wrap it up because this is a short holiday one.
Yeah.
But here's an angel named Lucy who's all about patience. And everyone's a doctor. You all have tons of patience if you would just allow like a broader perspective. Step back from yourself and appreciate what you've already got within.
Oh, yes. Saying patience, he said, remember the patience that you've already had for yourself in many situations, and that you didn't lose it. If you feel like you don't have patience now, you've had it. You've always had it. You just have to remember that, reclaim that patience within you that you've already had. And it's like a reclaiming thing. It was like reclaim what you already are, right? And that, which was, yeah, back to the whole, you don't have to remember who you are. You just have to surrender to who you are. And that was that beautiful. Oh wow, yeah. And then I just got that same. Who was that came in with the snow on my hand? I don't know.
Angela, we'll bring her in right
Wow.
now. I don't have a
Yeah.
photo of her, but I'll describe her. If anyone can remember the I Want You poster, Uncle Sam from World War One or two, this would be the hallmark angel of angels. Her name is Angela. And, Angel is in there and she is all in white. She could be like a fairy godmother, a good one, not the Shrek one without the magic wand. But she's the classic in white angel. She loves making snow. This is her time of the year. So have Angela come in. I keep wanting to say Angela, but Angela come in. And anybody at home who's hyper intuitive, you're all hyper intuitive. Just you need help, put your hand on your heart. Close your eyes and see a snow setting. See a sleigh coming by, maybe to come pick you up. Hear the horses, hear the whatever. Get whooshed and frosted and sparkled and stay warm. Let joy stay in your heart with you and be shown lots of love and light and sparkle and zip. Anything you think you are going through, ask for them to carry it for you. So you lighten up and enjoy the ride.
That's yeah, I see this huge snow globe, and like what she was showing me was similar. It was like a different metaphor for, it was like the snow globe of creation, and like there was like and like the snow was swirling all around and spiraled, and like then turn the vortex, and it was like these, all of the snowflakes were like different, like sparkles of souls, like different fractals of the souls all swirling together, and it was like this, which was like the snow around us. These things, it's like this is us. Like we are these sparkly beings. Like you're a snowflake. We're these fractals, right? These snowflakes are fractals. It's like we're these fractals of God that are just swirling around in this snow globe of creation. And before, I have to mention before, when she was pouring all the snow into my hand, and it was just stacking up. It was like so it was like stacking up, but it's also going through. It was so weird. It was like stacking, but also just infinitely going through it. And she goes, "Feel the weight, how light it is." I said, "Yeah." It's like nothing. She's like, "That's what love feels like. I could pour this forever, it would still feel the same. That's what love feels like." I just like, that is beautiful.
We'll do one more angel, then we'll start to wrap it up. This is going to be an angel named Isabel. She's all about inner calm, but she's also like a pond that's glass or that ocean that that once every 90 days or every 3 months uh, is glass at 5 a.m. No wind, no waves. Let her move, wink, smile. Let her sparkle more in the eyes. We know a photograph can't move, but it totally can. Feel a lot of love at home. If anybody wants to put two hands on their hearts, do it. Ask for what you need. Feel a lot of love and light. And again, your screen flickered.
Yeah, because she just said something to me.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah, yeah. She says, do something this very second that you love and that you love for yourself. That to show yourself that self-love that makes you happy. Do it this second, whatever it is. If you need to go outside, if you want to stay inside, if you want to draw, paint, write, whatever it is, said literally this very second, pause the show, go or just do it now.
And I said, I sent love to every single human I've ever interacted with to this point in all my 56 years. I sent love in a split second to everyone. I don't know if it's possible or not, but ask Joy and Charlotte, how are we doing so far? We're going to wrap it up. What's the final reminder from each of them? And then you're going to give us a final reminder and we'll close it out. We're going to have you back on. We'll do a longer normal show, but who cares for normal when it's Christmas Day?
He said, he said, yeah, they say love is all around you. Yeah, but you are love. So it's not around you. I mean, it is around you, but you have to really, by saying that, you're saying that you're separate from what's around you, that you're not love as well. It was like, yeah, you are love, and what around you, of course, is love, but you are like the reminder that you are loved, you are love, and to see yourself in the beauty that you see in others.
Hmm. Hey, love's a constant. I'm quoting the Big Mary. I lied. She'll be the last one. But love's a
Yeah,
constant. She said, open your eyes to
yeah.
find love, or she said, love is everywhere. Open your eyes to find love. And I think that's, again, just be in your heart to be love. And I'll do Winnie the Pooh as I'm still finding the photo. Piglet asks Winnie the Pooh, how do you spell love? And Winnie the Pooh's like, you don't spell it, you feel it. So here's Big Mary. I could show the religious one with the heart on the red shirt that everybody from Ireland has to have, but here's a modern version of Mary. See rainbow flecks of light everywhere. Breathe extra through your mouth and let the rainbow lights, flecks of light turn into snowflakes that are multicolored.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Get swirled. That's the new phrase. I didn't say
Yeah.
that earlier.
I like it.
And a final message from Mary for peace on earth, goodwill to all, and be joy to yourself and others.
Yeah. Love isn't only on the heavens, love is here as well. Heaven doesn't have to be something that's above you. There can be heaven on earth, and you are creating that every time you spread love and you recognize that you are love.
I did the traditional one as well, just in case people are from Europe watching. Don't want to cut anybody out here. Finally, Joy's last parting remarks.
She just said, go have some fun. You know, go have some fun. Stop getting in your head and thinking about all these things you gotta do. Just have fun. Stay in that loving fun moment.
Okay, and folks at home, comment emojis. What did you like about what Jacob said? Jacob Nelson in Hawaii. Casserole. Put in what you got for Christmas,
Yeah.
reindeer. Anything counts for a comment as long as it's coming from the heart. Share what you can share. Remember to remember if you can remember, when you remember to remember. Good luck with that. We're human. We forget everything all the time. Jacob, your love in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Aloha and mahalo. Thank you for being on the APL
Mahalo.
Spotlight series.
Mahalo. My last final words I would say is, I love you all. Love you, Michael. I wish for everyone to find their own truths in their own way and in their own time
Oh,
and surrender to your authentic self.
beautiful. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year. Thank you.